Hello, my name is Nora Bird, and I will be your guide to the orientation modules for the University of North Carolina at Greensboro Department of Library and Information Studies. Welcome to the program, and I hope you enjoy learning a little bit about the program before you actually start taking classes. This first module is on technology. In this module, we'll talk about hardware requirements or actually hardware suggestions. We'll talk about Canvas, our learning management system. We'll talk about WEBEX, the video conference system we use. We'll talk about UNCG's email, and we'll talk about Google Apps for education. Hardware suggestions or requirements. It is suggested that you have a computer that is fewer than 1 to 3 years old. Something that easily goes on the web, that can run production software if necessary. It can be either Windows based or an Apple Mac system, but it should have a decent sized hard drive and the ability to really work with documents and other files. You should have access to a high-speed internet line, especially if you're primarily an online student. You should have a microphone headset to use with your computer. You'll see later in the module there is a picture of me with my headset on. You should have a webcam. We don't use it all of the time, but it's good to be able to allow the faculty and other members of your classes to actually see you and see where you are. Please note you can access WebEx with some phones or tablets, but the functionality is reduced. And for some faculty members, not being able to fully participate is a cause for a lower participation grade. Software requirements. The most important piece of software that you should have is an up-to-date version of an internet browser. Firefox, Safari, which is for Macs, or Chrome are recommended for many applications. Although it is not recommended by the folks who do WebEx, I have found that it works quite well for everything that I want to do. You must have an Adobe Acrobat Reader, and you must be able to produce documents in some format. This can be alleviated by using the Google apps that we'll talk about at the end of this module. And you'll have to use other software as specified by the instructor. This is Canvas, our learning management system. Some of you may have used Blackboard or Moodle in the past. This is UNCG's learning management system, Canvas. You can find Canvas at canvas.uncg.edu. This is what Canvas looks like when a student enters their what's called their dashboard. And there's more information about using Canvas by following this link. This is WebEx, our synchronous webinar program. And you can see this is the student version of it. Um, you can get a list of participants. Chase Haynes is a graduate assistant in our department. You can see chat. This is where the slides would be shown in this window, and you can actually write on the slides and write on this whiteboard when it appears. Here's me using the WebEx system. Note my headset with a microphone. Why use the headset with a microphone? Because it blocks out exterior noise. Your dog barking, if you're in an online class, and other extraneous noise. There's information about WebEx at the Information Technology Services Department at UNCG. Here's a link to that web page talking about WebEx. UNCG email is reached through a portal called iSpartan. This is a picture of iSpartan. You sign in with your username and password, which of course you've already gotten, or otherwise you wouldn't be in the modules. The main thing to be aware of about UNCG email is it is the only approved way for faculty to contact you about problems with grades, about problems with other things, and it is the place where we send notices about what's happening in the department. So please stay aware of your UNCG email and use it to contact your faculty members whenever you have a question or a problem. These are all of the Google apps for education that you have access to. Your access to YouTube is a little bit limited, but the others are fully functional. Of course, your Gmail, Hangouts, your calendar, which you can share with anyone across UNCG. So you can look up my calendar, njbird at uncg.edu, to see when I might have time to meet with you. You can create a very basic website with Google Sites. Google Drive is where you keep track of all of the documents, spreadsheets, slides, forms that you can create in this system. There is another system where we can share documents, and that's at box.uncg.edu. We are just starting to use that, but it is getting to be a popular place for faculty and students to share documents. So check out box.uncg.edu as well. Congratulations, this is the end of the slides for Module 1. Please take the short quiz and then you'll be able to continue with the orientation modules.